is going on, everybody? My name is Shawty99, and it is Friday, April 17th, 2026, and that means one thing and one thing only. The road to WrestleMania has been the biggest disappointment since the General's run of Season 7. I'm still not over either of them. Luckily, we got VVHL action to talk about to take away the sting of all of that. Oh, my God, they have Pat McAfee in there. It's a fucking truck commercial. Nope, we're focusing on VVHL, everybody. We love you for being here with us tonight, and we have got a great group of guys here to talk everything that was VVHL Season 10, Week 5, starting things off. Ladies and gentlemen, you know him, you love him. It's Mr. Backblast Dan. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. Vroom, vroom. 5 weeks down of Season X, Season 10, and it's going to be a dogfight to finish it out. I look forward to it.
A dogfight through and through. Once we get to the standings, you're going to see everything that's shaping up heading in to the last one. Is it 5, 6, 7, 8? Last 3 weeks. Oh my goodness. Where does the season go? This guy knows because he knows everything about the VVHL. It's Mr. BA Superhero. How you doing, buddy?
Doing good. We are officially in the second half of the season, and I'm excited to see how the intensity picks up each week from here on out. But this was a good start.
Yeah, it's been great with 20 teams, man. It's just been so awesome through and through. But we're going to get into all of that. It is the commish of Season 10. Stop sending this man bad trades. It's Mr. Mikey Diesel. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, man? Oh, boy. Yeah, it's we're past the halfway point of the season. We're over the hump. And this is the week that I officially like to crown Crash Out Week. Because this is when teams start panicking. You start to see those standings get tighter and tighter, or separation from the playoff bubble to being out, and owners are going to get nervous, man. It's one more go at it before the trade deadline, and it's been a week from hell, and I'm ready to turn it into the weekend from heaven.
Oh, yeah, that's right. If there's one thing that we should be keeping an eye on, looking at all the stats and looking at how everything played out in Week 5, is that this is the last LiveWire before trade deadline LiveWire. There is 6 games that each team is going to get to play yet before they look to move the final chess pieces to get themselves set up for the playoffs. Reminder, 20 teams, 16 teams make the playoffs. 2 teams in each conference are not going to make it, so no team is out of it yet. It is insane how tight the races are heading into things here. Let's take a look at the scores from this past week. And gentlemen, I am pleased to announce that for the 3rd week in a row, I didn't have this data up, and I have to get one of you guys to give me 30 seconds to find it. So how about those Cowboys?
You know what? We can also, we can talk about what is on the screen is the link to the KXK shop. Shout out to KXK. One thing that you're going to see added into the server, Sean doesn't even know about it. I talked to Mikey Diesel about it today, but we're going to be adding a channel into the actual server where KXK themselves are going to be in. So if you ever have an issue with an order, or if you're looking for something just custom, or maybe you just want jerseys for maybe you play on a baseball, fast pitch baseball team, or you play in a
beer league hockey, man.
In a beer league hockey, like, you could still use the VVHL 15 code and get sick jerseys made for yourself. So, but if you have an issue, like Huntsy had an issue with an order, we got a screenshot. I send it to them. They're super responsive. There's definitely a time difference since they're on a different continent, but they're super responsive. They're taking care of it. They're going to get the tracking number. But this is just another step in our partnership. They've been fantastic. They've been with us now for half the life of our league. So I think Season 5 is when we first started talking. And
no kidding. Wow.
Isn't that unbelievable? They've been tremendous for our league. But yeah, check out the store, grab yourself a jersey, maybe wait till the trade deadline.
Hey, if I may jump in there too for you, Dan. So like Dan said, it's going to be a customer service page. It's going to be tab under the support tab where you put in a ticket. It's just, if there's, like Dan said, an issue with an order, something like that, or you want to submit an order for a team, the one thing we don't want it to be, and this is where we're going to put our faith and trust in you guys. We don't want you placing an order and then in 5 days being like, hey, where's my shipping info? What is this all about? Like, that's not going to be what that's for. It takes a little bit of time. It's handmade.
It's coming.
And
it takes some time, but it's going to get there, and it's at a great price for us.
Yeah, and I believe it comes over on like a ship, like a shipping ship. So it's not like air flight, whatever. But I've been pumping out tracking info to people this week. I placed the order about a week and a half ago, and just got the tracking info. So everyone's going to be getting their jerseys within, hopefully, the next 2 weeks. And just one of I'll do it later. Never mind.
Go for it, buddy. We're here.
I just wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone that participated in the squad fundraiser. A couple of the winners have reached out to me. I just haven't had a chance to. I've been busy, man. We're going to take care of you this weekend. And I'm proud to say that as a league, we raised $1,120 to help out Squad and his family while he's recovering from cancer surgery. And that's what this place is all about. And thank you all for helping Squad. I know he's super appreciative. We're appreciative of him and everything he does here. And I just wanted to make note of that real quick because it needed to be noted. That's awesome.
Shout out to Squad.
Yeah, man. The fact that 25% all that money went to him was awesome.
So, I mean, really. Listen, the over.
No, of course, 100% of it went to him.
We probably should disclose this. I mean, it is a community thing. The renewal of Sean's media contract, it got a little pricey. With growth, with Cub. He's now requiring 4 cases of Oreca Quench every episode now.
Dan's had to freelance making graphics for people for people on the side. He's got an OnlyFans website where you submit adult themed graphics.
Yeah.
I didn't.
It's adult theme hockey logos. That's only what I make.
Like the beef missiles.
Yeah, the waxy pads.
Yeah.
So you can buy that jersey at the KXK shop. You can actually. Yeah, you can definitely buy that.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, are you ready to cook there, Shawnee boy?
I didn't want to negotiate my contract in the Gen Chat, but the Tiny PP Hockey League came asking for, a guy to run the mic, and I was like, this kind of feels like home. I'm not going to,
THL. It was calling your name. I knew it.
This is shown at 2 centimeters.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, that could go on for another 40 minutes, but self-restraint is a powerful, powerful thing, especially because we kind of messed up our gummy dosage tonight, and we're holding on by threads right now. Let's talk about all of these beautiful scores that happened. We're starting off 9:15 on Tuesday. The Portage Money Shots, 11-4 over the Ambu Crusaders. 2 top teams going at it there. Money Shots coming out on top. Let me just make sure. 14, and then it was the 15th was the other day. That's right, because we like to get these ones wrong. The Back Alley Brawlers, 9-2 over the VVHL Knights. The Smoke Eaters, 6-3 over the Iron Waltz. That was a crazy game, man. Iron Waltz, such a good team there, but those Smoke Eaters playing real well. Revolution and Raptors had an all-timely one. We had that for you on Tuesday. That was a super fun one to watch. Revolution coming out on top in a big one against the Raptors there, making him still one sad boy. Egg Farmers 10-3 over the Angry Birds. The Degenerates 4-2 over the Dreadhounds. Big Dogs 11-4 over the Polar Titans. Rare loss for the Polar Titans there. They've kind of just been rolling. The South Beach Snipers fall to the Mega Flowers 6-3. The VVHL Soul Reapers taking down the VVHL Invasion 4-1 there. And the Crease Police keep on rolling 7-1 over the VVHL Brick City Bruisers. Gentlemen, some crazy scores here. Mike, I'm just going to get it out of the way. You guys take down the Snipers? What?
Yeah, we can talk about the bright spot of the week. Those guys went out there, they played their balls off. It was the first look at the new line, and they went out and they played hard, and held the mighty Snipers to 3 goals. So I was very, very proud of the efforts there. Those guys balled out in that game. It was awesome.
Love to see it. BA, we were reunited this week, and there was a bunch of great games all throughout Tuesday. But what stuck out for you out of the games we watched in this time slot?
It's definitely got to be Raptors Revolution. We got to watch that one on stream, and that one being such a close game, it was great performances. Jam Mac had, I think, 5 goals. Squad had 3. There was one of those goals that was ridiculous by Squad. So that was one that definitely stuck out. And then there's also the beginning of the night for White Castle was a sign of things to come in the games that we got to see on stream. And he played an incredible night of hockey. And this was the start of it. 5 goals.
Dan, what? How did you boys do?
What you want? They lost to the Grease Police 7-1.
Oh, I didn't see. I'm sorry.
Good squad. But I can tell you the game that stuck out to me was the Degenerates and the Dreadhounds. That was a goaltending clinic, and Liquid Snake is really, really good at hockey. He is, man. He had 3 goals, 1 assist, an interception, 6 takeaways, and 9 hits in one game. That's pretty damn well rounded, man. He's hitting everything. So winning a lot of games with the D-Gens, and that is a very, very dangerous line. So shout out to those boys.
Yeah, he's been paying off dividends for him in that trade. I know they kind of got a like, what? You traded Kraut kind of reaction, but that trade's been paying off for him real, real well. Moving over to the 9:45 time slot on Tuesday, we got the money shots going 2-0 on the night so far. 6-2 over the Invasion. Revolution fall to the Egg Farmers 7-6. Mega Flowers fall to the Ambu Crusaders 7-3. Polar Titans taking down the Iron Waltz 9-5. The Degenerates fall to the Soul Reapers 3-1. That Soul Reapers team can really throw out some crazy good combinations out there. The Big Dogs taking down the Raptors 9-2. Dreadhounds 9-1 over the Angry Birds. The South Beach Snipers rebound in the next game 9-2 over the Knights. The Back Alley Brawlers 10-1 over Brick City. And the Crease Police taking down the Smoke Eaters 7-0. Gentlemen, we all got our asses kicked on this time slot.
Is now a good time to announce that we're folding the league?
That's right. Yeah. Well,
we're bad enough. That's it.
Run.
Yeah, you're not allowed to beat us all at the same time that bad.
Yeah, fuck you guys. We're not doing this anymore. You're supposed to let us win.
This league's supposed to be about me.
I'm saying it from day one that this is a vanity project for all of us admins. So, you're supposed to help us out here, guys.
Exactly. But, Mikey Diesel, let's start with yourself. What are you seeing at a 9:45? And I'll be right back.
Oh, man. Yeah. A lot of bigger scores. Normally, you're seeing a lot of closer scores. The closest one that we have here is 7-6 with the Egg Farmers and the Revolution, and then you already called it out. Yeah, D-Gens and Soul Reapers.
Oh, D-Gens in the first 2 games of Week 5 gave up 3 goals in the first 2 games.
That's nuts. Can you imagine?
Unbelievable. Oh, unbelievable. That is crazy. They lost this game. No, they gave up. I'm sorry. I'm reading that backwards. They gave up 6. No, 5.
You're like my bad. They gave up 18 goals in 2 games.
actually, dude, those guys better play better is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They had 5 goals against in 2 games. I mean, that's still unbelievable play. And shout out to the Soul Reapers giving up a 1 goal against the D-Gens? Gross.
Is that where Gritty ended up? Or am I thinking that is he on the Revolution still? I think he's still on the Revolution.
You know what? I'm going to have to defer to you on this one, to Mikey Diesel. Mike, back to you, pal.
What was the question?
That one? Is Gritty still on the Revolution, or is he on another team?
Wait, I can look at this
I just need absolutely 22 seconds and 21.
If you know the answer, say it in the chat.
Yeah.
Gritty is on the Revolution.
Okay, he's still on the Revolution. If you think Gritty's on the Revolution, text Gritty5 to 445.
Or is he? Because we haven't announced the trades of the week yet. No, he's still there.
Yeah.
Next week's when we don't tell you if you're traded.
That's right. That's right. Next week is when we crush dreams. Like what happened in the 10-15 time slot when Mikey, I was going to set up another team, but I got to do this to your team. The Mega Flowers
Gotta do it.
falling to the big dogs 11-3. Whoops. Reading off my list now, Egg Farmers taking down the Snipers. Snipers go 1-2 on the night. That's crazy. 8-5. The Angry Birds fall to the Brick City Bruisers 7-5. Money Shots have themselves a night 12-5 over the Iron Waltz. The Invasion pick up a win in the third spot there, a 9-5 over the Polar Titans. Looks like the Mega Flowers Big Dogs did have a reset, so that's 11-3. Degenerates 7-1 over the Smoke Eaters. Oh man, that Degenerate! I know you guys gave them their flowers before, but that Degenerate squad has just been rolling. The Knights 8-1 over the Revolution. Dreadhounds fall to the Back Alley Brawlers 4-3. Raptors have a tough one against Anbu, 15-5 there, and the Soul Reapers 4-3 over the Crease Police, giving the Crease Police a rare regulation loss. BA, what do you remember from 10-15 on Tuesday?
It's definitely the lineup for Portage. That was definitely the takeaway from that portion, in my opinion. The way that Yeetle, FaZe, and Day Day were playing together was very impressive, and the comfort level was obvious. So it was really fun to see. But also the Soul Reapers win over the Crease Police was a fun game to watch.
Mikey, what about yourself?
I'm sorry, I was just shaking my head looking at that 11-3 game. What was the question?
Just what are you seeing at the 10-15?
All I see are 11s and 3s just spinning around like stars. Like, you know the old cartoons when like the guy gets hit on the head with the hammer and he's just sitting on the ground and like there's stars spinning around him. It's just 11-3. 11-3.
Is that the new 6-7? Did VVHL just come up with the new 6-7? 11-3.
Yeah, it's like the 28-3 that the Patriots fans shove up the Atlanta Falcons fans. Yeah, 11-3. Like nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Stupid sexy Flanders.
11-3. Stupid sexy Big Otis tricked me into everything.
And on that note, Dan, what are you seeing out of the 10-15 time slot on Tuesday?
Dreadhounds, Brawlers. I mean, the Brawlers are on a roll. They've made some really good moves. Bulky and Highborn have done a tremendous job putting together a very well-rounded team. They can play defensively, they can save a bunch of things, and they can score a lot of goals. And then on the flip side for the Dreadhounds, it's still so surprising. They talked about it a little bit last night on After Hours, but I'm just really surprised to see the lack of goal scoring coming out of the line of Zephyrius and Crave Dog. And I don't mean that to be disrespectful. It's just the level of production that I'm used to seeing out of the both of them, and their skill is just, I feel like every game that they're in is super close, but they're playing to the level of their competition, but just coming up short. And they still got time to flip it around, but the Brawlers have been absolutely impressive. And they've shot up the standings. Crazy.
So are you suggesting that they put that thing down, flip it, and reverse it? We've been canceled? Oh, okay. I've just got word that we have been canceled.
Can I just tell you very quickly?
Yes.
Have you ever, that song with I think her name is Rose and Bruno Mars?
Sure.
You know what song I'm talking about?
Not a clue.
I think she's like a K-pop artist, like a Korean K-pop artist, and she says like, "Oh, whatever," and but I always think about like she says, "I fucked it up, I did. I fucked it up, I did," and Bruno Mars is like, "Oh," in the background, and it's like, I hope someone in the chat knows what I'm talking about, and that makes sense, and they sing it like that every time they hear that song on pop radio now.
Nobody say anything. We're just gonna let.
Oh
Mikey
man,
go.
I'm sharing the link in the Boom Boom Room.
We're just gonna.
I'm making people listen to the song.
We're just gonna let Mikey sit with this one for a second.
Oh, I'll keep going. I don't care.
I'm just stretching out because I need to count the 10 games that I need to talk about. All right, that makes sense, right? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Computer snipers. Yeah, there we go. All right. Wednesday, 9:15. What happened? I'll tell you what happened. VVHL Brick City Bruisers taking down the Mega Flowers 11-4. Ambu Crusaders 7-0 over the Egg Farmers. Egg Farmers had such a good Tuesday. Starting off Wednesday, harsh, just with the Smoke Eaters, too. 7-0 against those South Beach Snipers. Very good squad there. Dreadhounds, 7-0 over the Raptors. It's just 7-0 City all across the board. Back Alley Brawlers, 7-0 over the Polar Titans as well. Wow, back-to-back games, all 7-0. That's crazy. Portage Money Shots starting their night strong, 13-6 over the Angry Birds. Degenerates, another W in regulation, 8-7 over the Iron Waltz. Crease Police fall in overtime to the Invasion. The Soul Reapers, 9-6 over the Revolution, and the Big Dogs 7-6 over the VVHL Knights. Dan, tell me about 9:15 on Wednesday.
Well, let's talk a little bit about our friends in the Big Dogs. Big Dogs have been doing a lot of different things this season. I think first-time owner Biggie Otis is having a hell of a time in all aspects of ownership. It seems like that the locker room is doing really well, and winning close games is big for the Big Dogs. A 7-6 win over the Knights means a lot for this squad. This specific, I don't have the specific stats right in front of me, but getting these close games is what's going to take you from being that 7-6-7-8 seed to being that 3 and 4
He
seed.
said 6-7, dude.
You know,
Come on.
and guess what? I wonder what the score was. 6-7.
Uber.
11-3.
Hey kids. Hey, all the kids are saying 6-7 for shizzle, everybody.
No cap, for real, for real. BA, what sticks out to you? 9:15 on a Wednesday.
It has to be the Invasion performance against the Crease Police. That's a team that's at the top of the league, and any loss that they have is notable. So, and the Invasion are one of the teams that I was looking at the second half of the season. So, interesting to see that win. But we'll look at the standings to see how much of this win of this magnitude for the Invasion can really impact their overall standings.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was a super close game, too, in overtime against the league's best team. My goodness. Mikey, we'll get to you right away here, but we are going to take a look at the 9:45 scores first.
Oh, I really wanted to talk about the 9:15 game, though.
You did? All right, go for it. Hey,
I did.
we're going back in time.
Yeah, I apologize. I didn't think Dan touched well enough on our game. There was something that I wanted to kind of say about that. It was a great game against those guys. We started out, like, I hit a slap shot from the corner that was just a weird EA goal, and I was like, guys, finally EA is going to be on our side, and they just came back and just kept punching us in the face and punching us in the face and punching us in the face. And, Dan, in my opinion, I thought he made a questionable decision as an owner when he traded for both Army and Rose. And I said, oh no, he's going heavy on the friends thing. He's, getting a little sentimental because the team's kind of, doing things, whatever. And I couldn't have been more wrong, because the performance that Army had in net that night absolutely needs to be commended. It needs to be mentioned. He's a guy who I think went the last 2 seasons undrafted, which was just purely criminal as it is. But he needs his flowers for what he did in net that game, what he's doing in net all season. Not super active in the chat, but he's one of those day one OG guys. Kyle's the man, and it's great to see him performing well with alongside his good friend Dan, who named the league way back when in 1966.
Well, back it was a good day. It was a spring day.
We were working in those data mines.
We were perspiring a lot.
Yeah, back in my day, we farmed coal, not aura.
We farmed coal, not Bitcoin.
We were farming carrots, not clips.
Yeah. Tell me, what do you
Efforts
do with all
are
those
limited.
Facebook likes? Do they hold you tight at night? Like my coal does?
Can you squeeze your likes into a diamond?
Like this? He keeps like hurting his hands. Like, come on.
He's cutting himself.
Yeah. Oh, just give me a second. Oh, I swear I did it before. We are on to 9:45. The Brick City Bruisers 12-9 over the Revolution. The Big Dogs 6-5 over the Invasion. Some familiar faces squaring off in that one, I believe. The VVHL Raptors taking down the VVHL Knights 8-7 in regulation. The Back Alley Brawlers fall to the Soul Reapers 9-4. The Polar Titans taking down the Degenerates 5-4. The Money Shots 9-2 over the Crease Police. The Egg Farmers 9-2 over the Mega Flowers. The Anbu Crusaders 8-1 over the Iron Waltz. Smoke Eaters 10-1 over the Angry Birds. And the South Beach Snipers 9-1 over the Dreadhounds. Gentlemen, this entire just chunk of the schedule was just blowouts all over the place. Blowouts are high scoring games. Absolutely crazy. Dan, take us away.
Yeah, I could talk about our game against the Revolution. I mean, it was 12-9, but it was a slugfest. We were just punching each other in the face back and forth. G-Wits was obviously on the ice. There was punching out of the face. I think G-Wits had like 9 points in that game. He played awesome, but just a hell of a battle. But yeah, I think there is a whole Wednesday night, Tuesday night thing going on right now in the league. And there is a lot of big, wide gaps as far as some of these games. And I think it's going to come, playoff time's going to be very, very interesting. It's going to be very interesting to say the least, because truly I think it comes down to is you're going to have to mix up some of these lines and get really creative and see who can play really well with who. Because I think right now there is a whole Tuesday night thing, whole Wednesday night thing, and I think it's showing a little bit in the scoreboards. Maybe a little strategy involved, but this is just me theorizing.
Little theorizing. BA, theorize.
Well, I theorize that I have to keep my focus on the performance of the Invasion in back-to-back time slots. Honestly, that Big Dogs game was 3 goals for Scub in that game for the Big Dogs, and honestly, it was an even more impressive performance by Scheif. He had all 5 goals for the Invasion in this game, but that's the where my focus is drawn again.
Mikey, how about yourself?
Polar Titans and Degens. What a game. 5-4. Big Dogs doing big dog things again. They're winning again, and they're potentially adding a couple more pieces to really make them that credible threat, because they kind of stumbled a little bit the last couple weeks. They're getting a little active in the trade market, so I'm interested to see what Biggie's got up his sleeve to approach this deadline, man, and finalize his team. And I'm sure if he traded for someone's blood brother, he'd never stab him in the back and do anything to him, but
Story time? No.
No, we can wait. It's a little bit. That's what we call foreshadowing.
Ooh, there we go. Well, let's get to it then. The South Beach Snipers 8-7 in overtime versus the Brick City Bruisers. The Dreadhounds fall into the Revolution 7-6. The Knights 8-3 over the Mega Flowers. Big Dogs 10-5 over the Iron Waltz. Soul Reapers 7-4 over the Angry Birds. Anbu Crusaders 5-2 over the Invasion. The Raptors 4-3 in regulation over the Egg Farmers. Great game there by both teams. Smoke Eaters fall to the Back Alley Brawlers 7-3. That Stefano guy is good at hockey. The Money Shots 12-6 over the Degenerates in a statement game there. And the Crease Police 5-3 over the Polar Titans. Gentlemen, open floor. Tell me what you got.
Oh, Jesse says it in the chat, man. Portage or Portage, depending on how you say it. 6-0 on the week.
Portage.
I know I always say Portage, but every time I hear the podcast on Thursday nights featuring Aquino Crowd Minglewood, they call them portage, but
Mhm.
yes, 6-0 on the week. Jesse's just continuing to have an absolute banger of a season as an owner. And Jesse's saying in the chat it is portage. Can't believe it.
Wait, no. 'Cause
He
he's
says he lives here.
referencing
He
the
says it's
place in
portage.
Manitoba. It's Portage.
No, he's saying
Stop
it is
making
portage.
things
Yeah,
up.
he's saying it's portage. Like I said,
Portage.
guys, it's portage. Like I said. Oh no, he just said no in the chat again, so it's neither.
It's like we'll settle this whole pan situation.
There's no way
I can't
people
wait till he
call it
interviews
Portage
himself.
La Prairie.
You know what? I can't. Yeah,
There is
and he can settle
no-
this.
Oh, guys.
Nobody has ever called it Portage La Prairie.
Hold on, my phone's ringing and it's Pat McAfee calling.
Oh no!
I wonder what he
Don't do
wants.
it.
Should
He's
I
gonna-
answer it?
He's gonna make you buy a truck.
He's getting so bad.
Let's keep going, boys.
We could drive
Yeah,
around
sorry.
and yeet at people in it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm
Uh,
sorry. I'm on the phone with the Miz.
Oh, you are cursed. BA, the money shots, they go 6-0 on the week. Jesse Jen has found 2 powerhouse lines. We're going to look at the standings soon. But is this the new most feared team? It's Portage.
Given how we've seen some other teams that were higher above them in the standings in this week play with a little bit of inconsistency, to have that kind of statement as we are in the second half of the league calendar, I think this is proving to be why Portage is one of the most feared teams, or should be one of the most feared teams, because they're playing incredibly well, and they're seeming to play better and better as the season's progressing, which is the scarier part.
Anybody got anything to add before we move on? We're moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at the standings after week 5. And the Crease Police and the Snipers.
Oh, let's skip the slide. Let's look at the other division.
What?
Sorry.
What? Hold on.
No, we're at the bottom of the standings. That was the joke.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey, there you go. South Beach and the Crease Police duking it out, 70 points each for that top spot in the Surge division. Big dogs fighting those back alley brawlers. They're going to be duking it out for 3 and 4 for the rest of the season. Egg Farmers, Raptors, Smoke Eaters, and Brick City Bruisers round up the bottom 4 that are going to be fighting for those playoff spots. Iron Waltz, Mega Flowers on the outside looking in, but you look at the roster of both of those teams and you say this could change. Like, even you just look at the difference in wins between teams right now, 9 compared to 11, 12, and 14. Like, that is just some games going one way or the other. It is going to be just a slugfest to the end of the season. What sticks out to you guys in the Surge division so far?
Just how close everything really is from the top to the bottom. I mean, the 2 top teams are tied in points. The big dogs, Back Alley Brawlers, they're within 2. Egg Farmers, Raptors, and Smoke Eaters are all, and us Bruisers are close to within 10 of each other. So, and the Iron Waltz are right there, and so are you there, Mikey, and the Flowers. It's 3 weeks, and it's going to be about seeding in the last few spots. I mean, it's who's going to have that chem going into it, and the trade deadline is going to dictate a whole lot.
And look at the the Raptors. Like, Sad Boy week 4 was thinking the sky was falling, but they've made a bunch of moves. They're still hovering around the upper middle of the standings. So it's a testament to what happens when you have good goaltending, 2 good smart owners, and they're making their adjustments and they're finding the right combos, and it's obviously still paying forward for them. They're doing fairly well in the standings here.
Moving on over to the Crunch division. And we've got a 3-headed Hydra at the top of this league right now, because we have got the South Beach Snipers and the Crease Police, each with 70 points. And you flip over to the Crunch division, and the Portage Money Shots are sitting right there with 69. Nice. 23, 6, and 1 for them. And Boo, just a little bit behind, trying to make themselves part of the conversation for the top spot. They've got 64 points. Soul Reapers, Degenerates, battling it out for 3 and 4, 51 and 48, respectively there. Then you kind of get to the mishmash at the bottom. You got the Polar Titans, the Invasion, the Knights, and the Revolution. 3 points separating top from bottom there. 5 through 8, 38, 38, 37, and 35, respectively. Dreadhounds, don't look now. They've been making a push over the last little while. They are only 4 points out, sitting with 31. The Angry Birds as well. They're only 9 points back. We got 3 weeks left. That's 18 games to make up 9 points. That's more than reasonable to get themselves into a playoff picture. Can they do it? Well, we'll all find out together over these next weeks. But gentlemen, what sticks out to you in the Crunch division?
I mean, we can say the same thing. From the Polar Titans down, it's anybody's in. I mean, really. I mean, we have 2 teams that are 60 plus points, couple teams 51, 48, and then everybody down is should be looking behind them for the next 3 weeks. That's what it's how I see it.
BA, what about yourself?
There's a few teams here that I think are in a portion of the season where I think we're going to start having to consider them more and more as contenders, and I think the Degenerates feel that way as a team. The Soul Reapers do, and again the Polar Titans I think is another team to take into consideration. This is a division where obviously the top teams are seemingly pushing ahead, but there's a grouping right underneath of them that I think as the season progresses, we're going to start talking about them a little bit more seriously, just based on the way that they're playing and the way that their moves have started to showcase themselves in terms of chemistry and success.
Sorry. There we go. I think I'm back. Yeah, it's working now. Sweet. Yes, very well said. Very, very, very well said. Let's take a look at our points leaders after week 5, and this man put in work this week. A Day taking the top spot, 129 points for him. FaZe Toxic with 125, Prime G with 118, Hunty with 117, Thought King with 107, Thompson with 105, White Castle 104, Rifle Drum 99, Boss Games 97, tied with Nash. Gentlemen, the league's number 1 pick taking that number 1 spot. What a week for him.
Yeah, proof in the pudding, man. Yeah, he's just worth every penny of that pick. If he doesn't own next season, which I don't think he has any interest in, but I don't see who will overtake him for that top spot. You never know, but he's a special player and he's doing special things. And Portage is, yeah, man, they're putting in some crazy work.
Looking at our goal leaders, Prime G's right at the top here. Again, 76 for him, tied with White Castle. Absolutely phenomenal. Or is that 78 and 76?
Prime G's having a monster
Yeah.
season, dude.
He
Monster
is.
Season.
Through and through. Sorry, that's 78 for Prime, 76 for White Castle. So both those guys absolutely duking it out for the scoring title. Boss Games with 67, FaZe Toxic with 66, Thompson with 65, Huntsy just ahead of Zaner, 61 and 57 respectively, Stefano 56, Hoagie with 55, and Rifle Drum with 54. Man, like you said, Prime G having himself a season so far. And assists-wise, this guy had an absolutely bonkers week. Like, bonkers week. Day in that top spot with 102 assists now. Jesse, did he play all 6 this week? Please tell him he played all 6 this week. Because he absolutely shot out of a cannon. Day. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense then. Okay, so he played 6 this week, but man, what a fucking week. 102 for him. Bus driving. Don't look now, the API broke again. 65 for him. Not API, ChatGPT. Never mind. It's been a week. 65 for him. Kingham with 61. J-Man Fish with 60, tied with Thought King. FaZe Toxic with 59. Nash with 56, tied with Hunsey. Snipers connection there. Eat a Snickers with 55, tied with X Ascend. And Mikey, or Dan, I'm sorry, I think I missed you. Day had himself a week.
Yeah, I mean, the guy's just so good. He's just so good. But I'm looking at guys like J-Men Fish and FaZe Toxic. I don't think we talked about him when we were looking at the goals, but FaZe is slowly, season over season, has become one of the elite players in this league. And I don't know if he gets enough credit for that. I think guys like him and Boss, who have been here for a number of seasons, and Boss has been here for I think a lot longer than FaZe, but I don't think it was too long ago that FaZe was getting traded a couple times during the season. I don't think he went very high in the draft. And I mean, if he's not in an ownership group, that's another guy that, if he's not a first rounder, there's something wrong. Just monster season.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Looking at our hits leaders. And this is another one of these combos where 2 guys are duking it out, and both of them are elite scorers at the same time. You love to see it. Mayers and Rifle Drum, 1 and 2 respectively. 204 for Mayers. Rifle Drum sitting on an even 200. Parks with 179. Zafarius with 166. Showstopper 164. G-Wits, motherfucker, 163, tied with Scuba Gaming. Mikey Primetime with 158. Jaybird 140, and Slur with 140 as well. Mikey, I know you love talking about the league hitters. What do you see? BA, I know you love talking about the league's top hitters. What do you see?
The fact that we're already at 200 hits is a scary thought. And I kind of take some recognition in everybody's mind when you're playing somebody that is known for hitting and how that has to adjust your game plan. So when you do face a Mayers or Rifle or any of the names on this list, the other interesting thing is that it's an influx of scorers as well. It's not just defensive players. It's definitely players that are comfortable putting their presence on both ends of the ice.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Interceptions wise, there's a reason that we talk about this man's 2-way game. Eat a Snickers at the top of this chart. 44 for him. Off the YRK with 39. Wax, shout out Wax, 35, tied with Mowski. Phil Kid with 34. Hunsey with 33. Crave with 32, tied with Doughboy and Roger that. And Torch It with 420. Mikey, say something nice about Eat a Snickers.
Hey, I just came back here and oh man, I'd love a Snickers. Yeah, no, Snickers, great guy. Great player. He's always in the way. That's why he gets all the interceptions. He's where he needs to be at all times. It's a who's who on this list. Yeah, it's a who's who on this list. Taught by Snickers, who's unbelievable. He's a bloodhound for the puck. He's always in the way. He knows where to be, and yeah, that's why he's at the top.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Takeaways wise, hey, we get to say more nice things about A-Day, but look at these forwards up here. Thought King is always such a tough forward to play against. That's why he was able to just slide into defense for the Snipers last season. But Biggie Otis, give that man his credit where it's due. 105 for him, but Day topping the chart, 115. Kingham with 90, tied with White Castle. Wax Poetic, shout out Wax again with 86. Eat a Snickers, there he is, 83. Whistling Cloud with 82. Doughboy with 81, tied with Octodaddy. Dan, say something nice about Biggie Otis.
Oh, Dan might not be here.
Oh, BA.
He might have snuck off like I snuck off.
BA, say something nice about Biggie Otis.
I'll just say what Dan just said, which is that Biggie Otis is having a great season. He's definitely put together a team that's to be feared, and the way that he's playing is got to be indicative of the kind of leader he is behind the scenes. Or he may just be somebody that leads by example, but he's putting together a great example.
If you want to talk about a leader and an example, you stop at Biggie Otis. He's a family man through and through. He respects tradition. He respects family. He's totally centered around that. And yeah, it should be noted how much he loves family, and family is important to him. Definitely more foreshadowing.
I was wondering where you were going with it.
Showstoppers brother who's on his roster and then immediately trade.
Oh shit!
Oh, that's even more foreshadowing. That's exactly what happened.
Well, then let's get through the goalies quick, but we got to give them their love. Easy Dunk still at the top of the charts on this one. He's at 837. Bert with an 808. Aquino right up there, still 796 for him. BMAC not far behind with a 777. Great airplane. Bosa with a 771. Grimmeister with a 767. Moving TG with a 761. Ajax, great dude, 753 for him. Why am I so raw? 753
after midnight.
well. And and take it easy, Sal Pip with 744. Gentlemen, Dunk. But what about Bert? I mean, where's this guy coming from? Who's this guy think he is?
I just picture an island boy like every time I hear you say his name. Like, oh, it's the Island Boys. Like every time. But yeah, man, he's also better known as his other name, Awkward Talent. Awkward Moment. I'm sorry, Awkward Moment. And yeah, he's a phenomenal goalie. He's a rookie in the league. He's making a strong case to be Rookie of the Year. And yeah, it's wild to see him in a crease police sandwich. Hopefully, hopefully he can overtake one of them, because Aquino and Dunk, I've never seen them that far apart, because those boys are basically inseparable.
Luckily, there's lots of hockey left to play. We'll give him time to get back up there. Oh, yeah. Dunk leading the GAA category as well. 313 for him. Bert in second place. He's just 1, 2, 3 all over again. 345 for him. Aquino just behind with a 347. Grimm with a 4 even. Moving TG with a 433. Highborn with a 436. BMAC with a 440. Sal Pip, take it easy, with a 444. Bosa with a 447 and Ajax with a 475. Dunk topped in the charts in back-to-back categories. Bert and Aquino both right behind him. So we kind of got a three-way race right now, ladies and gentlemen. Do we just jump?
I know who Bert is now.
Awkward Talent is what we're going to call him from here on out.
Yeah, he's on the Ambu Ice Cats.
No, it's the Anbu Warrior Cats. All right.
Oh yeah. Whatever you do, just don't feed Ajax after midnight. He's a Mogwai. He's such a good dude. And I'm glad he has a good sense of humor.
Let's go into the trades that happened this week, and then let's get out there and have some fun on a Friday. This was announced basically the night of last week's LiveWire. Happened after LiveWire, so we couldn't get to it, but this one's been out there for a bit. Terrier 23 and K. Dieter going to the Raptors. Biz and Leroy Jenkins to the Mega Flowers. Mikey, big pickup there in Biz.
Oh, absolutely. Shout out Terrier and K. Dieter. They weren't there. They weren't here with us for a super long time, but they were super solid dudes. Played great. We just happened to have a 1-in-5 week, and we felt like something needed to be done. And when we saw Biz on the trade block, we kind of jumped on it and messaged that boy and said, "What do we have to do to get this done?" And he got a lot of offers. He got a lot of DMs once he heard about once it was known what the potential trade might be. Our inboxes both got flooded. My inbox hasn't stopped being flooded since Biz has come on the team, but super happy to have him. I don't feel that Leroy Jenkins is getting the credit that he deserves. He has so much potential to be one of the top D-men in this league. He's fitting in insanely well with myself and McJuicin. We did some chem games. We were all over everyone. Every game was competitive. We've rotated through. Everyone communicated. We've been helping Leroy with a couple pointers on D, and you can see it paying off. He's being a lot more receptive to when to poke versus putting a body on a guy, and we're very excited to see how he kind of flourishes as the season goes with us. On a line with potentially myself and McJuicin, because the chem was off the charts. So couldn't be happier to have both the guys on the team. And hopefully they're here to help us turn it around.
Yes, sir. And this was certainly not the only trade that took place. We got Mo going to the Mega Flowers and Grims going to the Big Dogs. Mikey, back at it. Tell us about it.
Yeah. So, okay. So the foreshadowing has now come home to roost. Biggie had reached out to me. I said, what do you need? He goes, we got to let the brothers play together, man. He's like, we got to either find a way for Showstopper to go to you so him and Grims can play together, or you send Grims to us and we can talk about a couple names. And he's like, I got to have these guys playing together, man. He's like, it would mean the world. And I said, I get that, man. I'm a sentimental guy. I'm pretty cool with that. We're towards the bottom of the standings. So you know what? Grims is a great dude. What a locker room presence. I know that Mo's going to bring that same energy. Sure, let's do it. Let's mix it up. Let's have a little fun. And Biggie, again, just being the family man that he is, he said he was going to call both the guys on a conference call and tell them that he reunited them. And yeah, that was the last I had heard of it. We welcomed Mo in. And then she told me she needs a week off. So we're going to see her debut after the trade deadline for us. And I can't wait. She's always a vibe in the VCs, always a vibe in the locker room. So yeah, we're gonna hopefully turn the morale around, and super happy for Grims to find his forever home with the Big Dogs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Another big one moving here. Love this guy, Brew, and I Really Smoke going to the Polar Titans. Big Truck and Rajadad going to the Iron Waltz. BA? Whenever you see a guy like Brew on the move. Oh, I was going to say big things were brewing, but man, I really didn't want to do that pun. Tell us about it.
That is the part of the trade that surprised me. I was surprised to see Brew on the move. I thought he played well on Tuesday. And I think, ironically enough, the only team that Brew didn't have a goal against was the Polar Titans on Tuesday. So, if I'm not mistaken, that irony I thought was interesting. But I am also always interested to see when Big Truck gets moved. I think this is a second or third move for Big Truck this season. So I think the Iron Waltz are definitely getting a very versatile player, and I've been a Big Truck fan for quite some time. I'm also still trying to figure out what I Really Smoke is trying to. Does he think we don't believe him that he smokes? I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, but like, does he really smoke?
He has actually changed his name to Smokey McPod.
So he does.
Fair.
Okay.
Fair. Dan, I was waiting for this one. Oven Chicken going to the Brick City Bruisers. Disaster going the other way to the Raptors. Tell us about it. All right. Mikey, pretend you were one sad boy and tell me about this trade.
Yeah, I told Disaster. I'm sorry, I told Oven Chick. Oh, never mind. That joke's not gonna work. I was gonna. Yeah, Dan told Disaster he'd get him a 35% off coupon for KXK, and the second Disaster bought a jersey from him, he traded him to the Raptors.
You're out of here, buddy.
That's it. No, what a trade. That's just a straight up fair trade. It's a fantastic D-man for a fantastic forward. Oven Chicken's always a funny dude, man. I always crack up when he posts his chicken gifts in the chat. Disaster's a super cool dude. He likes some pretty crazy heavy metal. Fair trade for both teams, and yeah, it's gonna see how it shakes things out. And I think the Bruisers dealt from a position of wealth as well, because Disaster's a really good D-man, and they already have Bucky and Dan, so they really didn't need him, and they get a little boost on offense. So I just like the trade for both teams.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And one more big one here. Yo-Yo, a high pick, and Johnny Longtwig going to the big dogs. Scub Daddy and Grimm's going the other way. That's crazy. Mikey, you're laughing. Tell us about it.
Well, I mean, since Big Yoda told me he was such a family man and really wanted the two brothers to play together, no sooner did I click approve trade for Mo for Grimm's to do the solid, did I see this trade in the trade request chat, and I nearly used my one veto per 10 seasons I'm allowed on this because of the pure diabolical nature of how he broke up the two brothers that he so eloquently told me that they needed to play together. So I've been giving Biggie a hard time for the last 3 days about it.
Good trade, though. I mean, if you want to talk about shuffling some pieces around, there's a lot of big names here. And the Dreadhounds, I mean, both teams got to be happy with it for sure. But when you can get Scub Daddy, that's big.
Well, you know, a playoff Scub Daddy is one of the best players in our league. I say it every season. He's relatively quiet during the season. You don't hear too much from him. Not super active in the chats. He's right up there in all the stat categories. But good Lord, man, once those playoffs start, he becomes a totally different person. It's it's almost like Derek Jeter. Like he's fine during the season, but like once those playoffs, like the lights are brighter, that's when he's out there making like those plays that really stick out. Like that's kind of, not to cross sports, but that's kind of the best comparison I can think of.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And the big dog's getting Yo-Yo.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was gonna mention. You know, Yo-Yo is a big get for them in net. It's good to see Yo-Yo back in the league this season and playing well. It's top 15 or 16 in goals against and save percentage. So definitely a top half of the league goalie and definitely an interesting get at this point. So I think they got to be happy with what they got for the big dogs.
Very well said. And
look at two dog teams working a deal together. The Hounds and the big dogs.
The Hounds and the dogs are working together. House Hound and House Dog have formed an alliance.
And they're managed by Pat McAfee.
That's right. Don't forget to get a great deal on a Dodge Ram.
Use code Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, use code Ayahuasca. Or ayahuasca.
Yeah. Ayahuasca.
Hey, you know what? Screw it. Use code Oscar.
Giraffe lobby time.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's have a good time, everybody. Hey, gentlemen, it's your favorite time of the night. Round table. Anybody got to say anything before we're going to go?
Oh, yes. Very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Trade deadline is next week. But at the same time, our Hall of Fame nominations are the ballot is going to be closing next Friday night by the end of Livewire. So please cast your ballots. It's under league polls under the community category. There's 8 incredible nominees up there. All 8 deserve to be in there. We're going to go with 5, so vote for 5. And that announcement will be coming on the post the following week after the trade deadline. It would be too much to do it during that. So we're going to have that announcement after that. And yeah, man, looking forward to this upcoming week.
Yes, sir. It's going to be great. Big Yoda's tuning in saying, what did I miss? I'm just tuning in right now. Mike, you want to fill him in?
Oh, no, you know what? I didn't realize what time it was. He must have just gotten home from his weekly family dinner where he meets with his family, talks about how much he loves family, how much he would just cherishes the bond that are bonded through blood. And yeah, no, I think that's all you missed. Nothing super consequential.
Perfect.
I don't think we mentioned Biggie once in the show, actually.
Biggie or BA, you get the last word. Send us out into the weekend, buddy.
That's a lot of pressure and responsibility, but have a good weekend, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Peace out, everybody. We love you. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, week 6. You're not going to want to miss it. Take care, everybody. We'll talk to you then. Peace out. Bye-bye.